The Power of Choice, Mastering Your Destiny. Written and published by Mindsmore. Imagine standing at a crossroads, 1,000 paths fanning out before you like a tapestry of infinite possibilities. Each path a potential life waiting to be lived. Which will you choose? This isn't a riddle, a philosophical musing, or a trick question. It's the raw, exhilarating truth of your existence. You, my friend, are an architect of your own reality. With every breath, every decision, every heartbeat, you are weaving the intricate tapestry of your destiny. This book is your guide to understanding the threads of that tapestry, the warp and weft of choice. It's an exploration of the hidden power within you, the power to shape not only your own life but the world around you. Forget the tired cliches of fate and destiny. This is about seizing the reins of your life, becoming the master of your own narrative. It's about understanding that every choice, from the seemingly mundane to the life-altering, is a brushstroke on the canvas of your future. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us create more content for you. Chapter 1. The Ripple Effect. Unveiling the untold power of your choices. The world whispers to you constantly, you are small, insignificant, a single drop in a vast ocean. It tells you that your actions are inconsequential, that your choices barely register in the grand scheme of things. But don't believe it. Don't let the world diminish your power, for it holds a truth it desperately tries to conceal. You are a force to be reckoned with. Every single choice you make, every decision you face, sends ripples outwards, touching lives, altering destinies, and shaping the very fabric of reality. It's time to awaken to this truth, to shed the illusion of powerlessness and step into the driver's seat of your life. Think of a time you made a choice that seemed insignificant at the moment, yet led to unexpected consequences. Perhaps you decided to strike up a conversation with a stranger at a coffee shop, only to find out they held the key to your dream job. Or maybe you chose to take a different route home one day, leading you to witness a breathtaking sunset that shifted your entire perspective. These seemingly small choices, these seemingly random occurrences, are not mere coincidences. They are the echoes of your own power, the reverberations of your choices shaping the world around you. The truth is, you are not merely a passive observer in the grand tapestry of life. You are a weaver, intricately threading your choices into the fabric of existence. Every decision, every action, every thought creates a ripple, a wave of energy that extends far beyond your immediate sphere. Consider the butterfly effect, a concept born from chaos theory that illustrates how a seemingly insignificant event, like the flap of a butterfly's wings, can trigger a chain reaction leading to monumental changes, like a hurricane on the other side of the world. This principle applies not just to weather patterns, but to the intricate web of human existence. Your choices, like those butterfly wings, have the power to initiate cascades of events, influencing outcomes you may never even witness. Imagine a young woman named Maya, struggling with self-doubt and anxiety. She receives an invitation to a networking event, a chance to connect with people in her field. Fear whispers in her ear, urging her to stay home to avoid the discomfort of social interaction. But Maya, summoning a surge of courage, chooses to attend. At the event, she meets a successful entrepreneur who, inspired by Maya's passion and ideas, offers her a mentorship opportunity. This mentorship ignites Maya's confidence, propelling her to launch her own business. Her success, in turn, creates jobs, inspires others, and contributes to the economic growth of her community. All of this stemmed from a single choice, the choice to face her fear and attend that networking event. Now, imagine if Maya had succumbed to her anxiety and stayed home. The ripple effect would have unfolded differently. The potential connections, the mentorship, the business, the positive impact on her community, all would have remained dormant possibilities, lost in the sea of unmade choices. This, my friend, is the power you hold. The power to shape not only your own destiny, but the destinies of countless others. It's a power that transcends the limitations of your perceived influence, a power that extends far beyond the confines of your immediate reality. Don't underestimate the significance of your choices. Don't let the world convince you that you are powerless. Embrace the truth you are a force of nature, a catalyst for change, a creator of your own reality. With every choice you make, you are casting a stone into the still waters of existence, creating ripples that extend outwards, touching lives, shaping destinies, and leaving an indelible mark on the world. Are you ready to harness this power? Are you ready to become the conscious architect of your life? The journey begins now. Chapter 2. Beyond Fate and Destiny. You are not a puppet. The ancient Greeks believed in the Moirai, three goddesses who spun the thread of life, measured its length, and finally cut it, determining the fate of every mortal. This image of a thread spun, measured and snipped by unseen forces has permeated human thought for millennia. It's a comforting notion for some, absolving us of responsibility, offering solace in the face of life's uncertainties. But it's a dangerous illusion, a gilded cage that keeps us from realizing our true potential. You are not a puppet dangling from the strings of fate. You are not a pawn in some cosmic game, your moves dictated by a pre-written script. You are a being of free will, a conscious architect with the power to shape your own reality. This chapter is a declaration of independence, a rallying cry to break free from the shackles of determinism and embrace the exhilarating truth of your own agency. It's time to challenge the deeply ingrained belief that your life is a story with a preordained ending, a path set in stone by forces beyond your control. It's time to reclaim the power that has always been yours, the power to choose, to defy expectations, to become the author of your own narrative. Think about the subtle ways this idea of predetermined fate seeps into our lives. We hear it in the casual phrases we use, "it wasn't meant to be," or "it's just my luck." We see it in the stories we consume, where characters are driven by prophecies and destinies beyond their control. We feel it in the expectations placed upon us by family, society, and culture. These subtle influences can shape our beliefs, leading us to accept limitations, to resign ourselves to circumstances, to relinquish our power to choose. We may attribute our successes to luck, our failures to fate, absolving ourselves of responsibility for our own lives. But this is a dangerous form of self-deception. It's a denial of the very essence of what it means to be human, the capacity for conscious choice. You are not a passive recipient of fate's whims. You are an active participant in the unfolding of your life. Every decision you make, every path you choose, is an act of defiance against the supposed dictates of destiny. Consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who endured the horrors of Nazi concentration camps. Stripped of his freedom, his family, and his dignity, Frankl faced unimaginable suffering. Yet even in the depths of despair, he discovered a profound truth: between stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space lies our power to choose our response. Frankl chose to find meaning in his suffering, to focus on the things he could control: his attitude, his thoughts, his inner life. He chose to maintain his humanity, his dignity, his hope, even in the face of unimaginable cruelty. His experience, documented in his powerful book Man's Search for Meaning, is a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the power of choice, even in the most extreme circumstances. Was Frankl's resilience preordained? Was his ability to find meaning in suffering written in the stars? Or was it a conscious choice, a deliberate act of defiance against the forces that sought to crush his spirit? Frankl, like all of us, had the power to choose his response to his circumstances. He chose hope. He chose meaning. He chose life. This is the power that resides within you. The power to transcend the limitations of your environment, to challenge the expectations of society, to break free from the chains of your past. It's the power to create a life that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations, a life that defies the supposed dictates of fate. Of course, embracing this power requires courage. It means taking responsibility for your choices, acknowledging that your actions have consequences, and accepting that you are the architect of your own reality. It means stepping outside your comfort zone, challenging the status quo, and forging your own path, even when it feels uncertain and daunting. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you embrace the truth of your own agency, you unlock a world of possibilities. You become the master of your own destiny, the captain of your own ship, navigating the waters of life with purpose and direction. So, let go of the myth of predetermined fate. Release the limiting beliefs that hold you back. Embrace the exhilarating truth that you are the author of your own story, the master of your own fate. The power to choose is yours. Claim it, wield it, and create a life that defies all expectations. Chapter 3. The Choice Architect, Deconstructing Your Decision-Making DNA. Imagine yourself standing before an elaborate control panel, a vast array of buttons, switches, and levers stretching out as far as the eye can see. Each control represents a choice, a decision point that can shift the course of your life in a myriad of directions. Some controls are familiar, well-worn paths you've traversed before. Others are shrouded in mystery, leading to uncharted territories and unknown outcomes. This, my friend, is the control panel of your mind, the intricate machinery that drives your decision-making process. This chapter is an invitation to step into the role of a curious engineer, to explore the inner workings of this fascinating machine, to understand the intricate mechanisms that shape your choices. It's time to delve into the fascinating world of cognitive psychology, to uncover the hidden forces that influence your decisions, and to empower you with the tools to become a conscious architect of your own destiny. We often like to believe that we are rational beings, making logical choices based on objective information and careful deliberation. But the truth is far more complex and nuanced. Our decisions are not simply the product of cold, hard logic. They are shaped by a symphony of factors, a dynamic interplay of reason and emotion, instinct and intuition, conscious thought and subconscious biases. One of the most influential forces shaping our choices is the realm of cognitive biases, those subtle mental shortcuts that can lead us astray, distorting our perceptions and influencing our judgments. These biases, often operating below the radar of our conscious awareness, can lead us to favor certain information, jump to conclusions, and make choices that are not in our best interests. Consider the availability heuristic, a cognitive bias that causes us to overestimate the likelihood of events that are easily recalled. For instance, if you've recently seen a news report about a shark attack, you might be more inclined to believe that shark attacks are common, even though statistically they are quite rare. This bias can lead us to make decisions based on fear and anxiety rather than on objective reality. Another pervasive bias is the framing effect, which highlights how the way information is presented can significantly influence our choices. Imagine you're offered two options: a surgery with a 90% survival rate, or a surgery with a 10% mortality rate. Although both options are statistically identical, the way they are framed can evoke different emotional responses, leading to different choices. These are just two examples of the many cognitive biases that can subtly shape our decision-making. Others include the confirmation bias, which leads us to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, and the bandwagon effect, which influences us to conform to the opinions and behaviors of the majority. Becoming aware of these biases is the first step towards making more conscious choices. By understanding the hidden forces that can distort our thinking, we can take steps to mitigate their influence and make more objective decisions. But cognitive biases are just one piece of the puzzle. Our emotions also play a powerful role in shaping our choices. Fear, anger, joy, sadness, these emotions can color our perception of reality, influencing our decisions in profound ways. When we're feeling anxious or stressed, we tend to make more impulsive decisions, prioritizing immediate gratification over long-term consequences. On the other hand, when we're feeling calm and centered, we're more likely to make thoughtful choices that align with our values and goals. The key is to recognize the influence of our emotions without letting them dictate our choices. This requires cultivating emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage our emotions effectively. It means learning to identify our emotional state, acknowledging its impact on our thinking, and taking steps to regulate our emotions when necessary. Imagine you're faced with a difficult decision, such as whether to accept a new job offer that requires relocating to a new city. Excitement, fear, and uncertainty might all be swirling within you. By acknowledging these emotions, exploring their origins, and considering their potential influence on your decision, you can make a more conscious and informed choice. Becoming a skilled choice architect also involves developing a toolkit of effective decision-making strategies. One such strategy is to clearly define the problem or decision you're facing, breaking it down into smaller, more manageable components. This helps to avoid feeling overwhelmed and allows you to focus on the most important factors. Another valuable strategy is to gather as much relevant information as possible, seeking out diverse perspectives and challenging your own assumptions. This helps to mitigate the influence of confirmation bias and ensures that you're making decisions based on a comprehensive understanding of the situation. It's also crucial to consider the potential consequences of your choices, both short-term and long-term. This involves weighing the pros and cons, assessing the risks and rewards, and anticipating the potential impact on yourself and others. Finally, cultivate a mindset of flexibility and adaptability. The world is in constant flux, and our circumstances can change unexpectedly. By remaining open to new information and being willing to adjust your course when necessary, you can navigate the complexities of life with greater ease and resilience. Deconstructing your decision-making DNA is an ongoing journey, a lifelong exploration of the intricate mechanisms that shape your choices. By understanding the interplay of cognitive biases, emotions, and decision-making strategies, you can take control of your choices, shape your destiny, and create a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. Chapter 4. The Responsibility Paradox: Owning Your Choices Without the Overwhelm. Imagine a tightrope walker gracefully balancing high above a bustling city square. With every step, they hold their destiny in their hands, their focus unwavering, their movements precise. The crowd gasps with each sway, their hearts pounding in unison with the risk-taker above. But the tightrope walker doesn't look down. They understand that the key to success lies not in ignoring the danger, but in owning the responsibility of each step, each calculated movement that determines their fate. This chapter delves into the heart of responsibility, not as a burden to be shouldered, but as a power to be embraced. It's a call to acknowledge the profound impact of your choices, to recognize that you are the author of your own story, the architect of your own reality. But it's also a reassurance, a gentle reminder that owning your choices doesn't mean carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's about finding freedom within the framework of responsibility, a delicate balance between agency and acceptance. The idea of taking responsibility for our lives can feel daunting, even overwhelming. We may shy away from it, fearing that it implies blame, guilt, or the pressure of perfection. But true responsibility is not about self-condemnation. It's about empowerment. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your life, to learn from your mistakes, and to create a future that aligns with your deepest desires. Think about a time when you avoided taking responsibility for a choice. Perhaps you blamed external circumstances for a setback, or shifted the responsibility onto someone else. In those moments, you likely felt a sense of powerlessness, a feeling of being trapped by forces beyond your control. Now contrast that with a time when you fully owned a choice, even a difficult one. Perhaps you admitted a mistake, apologized for a misstep, or took ownership of a challenging situation. In those moments, you likely felt a sense of agency, a feeling of empowerment that comes from acknowledging your own role in shaping your reality. This is the paradox of responsibility. It's both a weight and a liberation. It's the weight of acknowledging that your choices have consequences, that your actions ripple outwards, impacting not only your own life but the lives of others. But it's also the liberation of knowing that you are not a victim of circumstance, that you have the power to shape your future, to learn from your experiences, and to create a life of meaning and purpose. Embracing responsibility doesn't mean striving for perfection. It's not about beating yourself up for every misstep or shouldering the blame for every challenge. It's about recognizing that you are human, that mistakes are inevitable, and that setbacks are opportunities for growth. It's about cultivating self-compassion, treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. It's about learning from your experiences, both positive and negative, and using those lessons to guide your future choices. One of the most powerful ways to embrace responsibility is to shift your focus from blame to learning. Instead of asking, "Whose fault is this?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This simple shift in perspective can transform a setback into a stepping stone, a challenge into an opportunity for growth. Imagine you're an aspiring entrepreneur who has just launched a new business venture. Despite your best efforts, the business struggles, and you face the difficult decision of whether to persevere or to cut your losses. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-blame, to berate yourself for your perceived failures. But a more empowering approach is to ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What mistakes did I make? What could I have done differently? How can I use this knowledge to improve my future endeavors? This approach allows you to take ownership of the situation without getting bogged down in self-recrimination. It allows you to transform a potential failure into a valuable learning experience, a stepping stone towards future success. Embracing responsibility also means setting healthy boundaries. It means recognizing that you are not responsible for the choices and actions of others, and that you have the right to say no to requests and demands that drain your energy or compromise your values. It means prioritizing your own well-being, both physical and emotional. It means taking care of yourself, setting limits, and saying no when necessary, so that you can show up fully for the things that truly matter to you. This chapter is not about adding another burden to your shoulders. It's about offering you a different perspective on responsibility, one that empowers you to take control of your life without succumbing to the pressure of perfection. It's about finding freedom within the framework of responsibility, a delicate balance between agency and acceptance. So, embrace the responsibility paradox. Own your choices, learn from your experiences, and create a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. The power is yours. Wield it wisely. Chapter 5. Values as your compass, aligning your actions with your authentic self. Imagine embarking on a sea voyage without a compass or map. You might set sail with enthusiasm and determination, but without a clear sense of direction, you're likely to end up lost and adrift, tossed about by the whims of the waves and currents. Similarly, in the journey of life, your values serve as your compass and map, guiding your choices and ensuring you stay on course towards a destination that truly resonates with your soul. This chapter is an invitation to embark on an inner expedition, a voyage of self-discovery to uncover the core values that lie at the heart of your being. It's time to delve into the depths of your authentic self, to identify the principles that truly matter to you, and to align your choices with those values, creating a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. Values are the guiding principles that shape your beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. They are the deeply held convictions that define what is important to you, what you stand for, and how you want to live your life. They are the compass that points you towards a life of purpose and meaning, the map that helps you navigate the complex terrain of human existence. Identifying your core values is a crucial step in harnessing the power of choice. When your choices are aligned with your values, you create a life that is congruent with your authentic self, a life that feels both purposeful and fulfilling. On the other hand, when your choices are out of sync with your values, you may experience a sense of dissonance, a feeling that something is not quite right, even if you can't quite put your finger on it. Think about a time when you made a choice that felt deeply aligned with your values. Perhaps you stood up for a friend who was being bullied, even though it meant facing social ostracism. Or maybe you donated your time to a cause you believe in, even though it meant sacrificing leisure time. In these moments, you likely felt a sense of inner peace and satisfaction, a feeling that you were living in accordance with your true self. Now, contrast that with a time when you made a choice that went against your values. Perhaps you compromised your integrity to achieve a professional goal, or you remained silent in the face of injustice to avoid conflict. In these instances, you may have felt a sense of unease, a nagging feeling that you had betrayed yourself. This inner conflict, this dissonance between your choices and your values, can lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, and even depression. It can erode your self-esteem and create a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. On the other hand, when your choices are congruent with your values, you experience a sense of harmony and fulfillment. You feel a deep sense of purpose, a sense that your life is meaningful and aligned with your authentic self. This inner alignment creates a foundation for happiness, resilience, and well-being. So how do you identify your core values? It's a process of introspection and self-reflection, a journey of delving into the depths of your being to uncover the principles that truly matter to you. Start by asking yourself some fundamental questions. What are the things that are most important to me in life? What kind of person do I want to be? What kind of impact do I want to have on the world? What are the qualities I admire most in others? What are the things I'm willing to fight for? Reflect on your past experiences, both positive and negative. What were the moments that brought you the most joy, fulfillment, and satisfaction? What were the situations that caused you the most distress, regret, or disappointment? These experiences can offer valuable clues about your underlying values. Consider the people you admire, both real and fictional. What are the qualities that draw you to them? What are the values they embody that resonate with you? Explore different value systems, such as those found in philosophy, religion, and spirituality. Which of these resonate with you most deeply? As you engage in this process of self-reflection, you may find that certain values consistently emerge, forming a core set of principles that guide your life. These are your core values, the guiding stars that illuminate your path and help you navigate the complexities of human existence. Once you've identified your core values, the next step is to align your choices with those values. This means making conscious decisions that reflect your deepest beliefs and aspirations, even when it's challenging or inconvenient. It might mean saying no to opportunities that conflict with your values, even if they seem tempting on the surface. It might mean speaking up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular or uncomfortable. It might mean prioritizing relationships and experiences that nourish your soul, even if they don't bring material rewards. Aligning your actions with your authentic self is an ongoing process, a continuous dance between self-discovery and conscious choice. It's about staying true to yourself, even in the face of external pressures and societal expectations. It's about creating a life that reflects your deepest values, a life that feels both meaningful and fulfilling. By using your values as your compass, you can navigate the journey of life with purpose and direction, creating a legacy that honors your authentic self and inspires others to do the same. Chapter 6. Goal Setting with Intention. Bridging the gap between dreams and reality. Imagine a majestic ship setting sail on a grand voyage. The captain, with a gleam in their eye and a map in hand, charts a course towards a distant horizon, their heart filled with the promise of adventure and discovery. But what if that ship set sail without a destination in mind, without a clear sense of where it was headed? It would be at the mercy of the winds and currents, drifting aimlessly, its potential for exploration and triumph lost in a sea of uncertainty. This chapter is your invitation to become the captain of your own ship, to chart a course towards the life you truly desire. It's about harnessing the power of goal setting, not as a rigid set of rules, but as a compass guiding you towards your dreams, a framework for transforming aspirations into tangible realities. Goals are not merely wishes or fantasies. They are the concrete expressions of your desires, the tangible milestones that mark your progress towards a fulfilling life. They provide direction, focus, and motivation, propelling you forward and transforming your dreams into achievable realities. Think about a time when you achieved a goal that truly mattered to you. Perhaps you finally completed that marathon you've been training for, or maybe you landed that dream job you've been working towards. Recall the sense of accomplishment, the surge of pride and satisfaction that washed over you. That feeling, that sense of triumph, is the power of goal setting in action. Now, contrast that with a time when you lacked clear goals, when your aspirations remained vague and undefined. You likely felt a sense of drift, a lack of direction and purpose. Without a clear destination in mind, it's easy to get sidetracked, to lose motivation, and to wander aimlessly through life. This is why goal setting is so crucial. It provides a framework for transforming your dreams into actionable steps, a roadmap for navigating the journey from where you are to where you want to be. But goal setting is not simply about writing down a wish list and hoping for the best. It's about setting intentions, creating a clear vision of your desired future, and then taking deliberate action to bring that vision to life. One of the most effective frameworks for goal setting is the SMART method. SMART goals are specific, clearly defined, and focused, leaving no room for ambiguity. Measurable, quantifiable, allowing you to track your progress and celebrate your achievements. Achievable, realistic, and attainable, challenging yet within your reach. Relevant, aligned with your values, passions, and overall life goals. Time-bound, set within a specific time frame, creating a sense of urgency and accountability. For example, instead of setting a vague goal like I want to be healthier, a SMART goal would be I will run a 5,000 race in 3 months by training 3 times a week and following a healthy eating plan. This goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, providing a clear roadmap for success. But setting SMART goals is just the first step. The real magic happens when you translate those goals into actionable steps, breaking them down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Imagine you're aiming to write a novel. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of the task, break it down into smaller goals. Write 1 chapter per week. Complete a first draft in 6 months. Revise and edit in 3 months. Each small step brings you closer to your ultimate goal, creating a sense of momentum and accomplishment along the way. Another crucial aspect of goal setting is visualization. Imagine yourself achieving your goals, experiencing the emotions, the sensations, the sense of fulfillment that comes with success. This mental rehearsal can be incredibly powerful, programming your subconscious mind for success and strengthening your commitment to your goals. But what about setbacks and obstacles? They are inevitable on any journey. The key is to view them not as failures, but as opportunities for learning and growth. When you encounter a roadblock, don't give up on your goals. Instead, adjust your course, adapt your strategy, and persevere with renewed determination. Remember, goal setting is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process, a continuous cycle of setting intentions, taking action, evaluating progress, and adjusting your course as needed. It's about staying flexible, adapting to changing circumstances, and maintaining a growth mindset. This chapter is not just about achieving external goals. It's also about setting intentions for your inner growth, for cultivating the qualities and virtues that will enrich your life and empower you to make choices that align with your authentic self. Perhaps you want to cultivate more patience, compassion, or courage. Set specific goals for developing these qualities, such as practicing mindfulness meditation daily, volunteering at a local charity, or facing a fear that has been holding you back. By setting intentions for your inner growth, you create a ripple effect that extends beyond your own life, influencing your relationships, your community, and the world around you. This chapter is a call to action, an invitation to become the conscious architect of your own destiny. It's about harnessing the power of goal setting to transform your dreams into tangible realities, to bridge the gap between aspiration and achievement. So set your intentions, chart your course, and embark on the journey towards the life you truly desire. The power is yours. Wield it with purpose. Chapter 7. The Power of Perspective, Turning Challenges into Opportunities. Imagine two travelers embarking on a journey through a vast and varied landscape. One traveler focuses on the arduous climbs, the treacherous paths, and the scorching sun, their mind filled with complaints and grievances. The other traveler, however, marvels at the breathtaking vistas, the hidden waterfalls, and the vibrant wildlife, their heart filled with wonder and gratitude. Both travelers traverse the same terrain, yet their experiences are worlds apart, shaped by the lens through which they view the journey. This chapter invites you to become the second traveler, to embrace the power of perspective, to transform challenges into opportunities, and to discover the hidden gifts that lie within life's inevitable obstacles. It's about recognizing that your perception of reality is not fixed, but malleable, a lens that can be adjusted to reveal a world of possibilities. Perspective is the way you interpret the world around you, the filter through which you process experiences and assign meaning to events. It's the narrative you create about your life, the story you tell yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, and what the future holds. Your perspective can be a powerful force, shaping your emotions, your choices, and ultimately your destiny. A negative perspective can trap you in a cycle of fear, self-doubt, and negativity, while a positive perspective can empower you to overcome challenges, embrace opportunities, and create a life of fulfillment and joy. Think about a time when you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable. Perhaps you lost your job, experienced a health scare, or went through a painful breakup. In those moments, it's easy to succumb to despair, to feel like a victim of circumstance, to believe that your world is crumbling around you. But what if you could shift your perspective, to view that challenge not as a catastrophe, but as an opportunity for growth and transformation? What if you could see the hidden gifts within the struggle, the lessons that can only be learned through adversity? This is the power of perspective in action. It's the ability to reframe challenges, to find meaning in adversity, and to emerge from difficult experiences stronger and wiser. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who endured a childhood of poverty and abuse. Instead of allowing her traumatic experiences to define her, she chose to view them as catalysts for growth, as opportunities to develop resilience, empathy, and a deep understanding of the human spirit. Her ability to reframe her challenges ultimately led her to become one of the most influential and inspiring figures of our time. Oprah's story is a testament to the transformative power of perspective. It's a reminder that even the most difficult experiences can be sources of strength and wisdom, if we choose to view them through the lens of possibility. So how can you cultivate a more empowering perspective? It starts with becoming aware of your thoughts and beliefs, the internal dialogue that shapes your perception of reality. Are your thoughts predominantly positive or negative? Do you focus on possibilities or limitations? Do you tend to see the best or the worst in people and situations? Once you become aware of your thought patterns, you can start to challenge the negative narratives that may be holding you back. Replace self-limiting beliefs with empowering affirmations. Focus on your strengths, your accomplishments, and your potential for growth. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who inspire and uplift you. Another powerful tool for shifting your perspective is gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small. Focus on the blessings, the joys, the moments of beauty and connection that enrich your existence. This practice of gratitude can shift your focus from lack to abundance, from negativity to positivity. It's also crucial to cultivate a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence are not fixed, but can be developed through effort and learning. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. View setbacks as temporary hurdles, not insurmountable obstacles. Believe in your capacity to adapt, evolve, and overcome adversity. Remember, perspective is not about denying the reality of challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the positive, to find meaning in adversity, and to embrace the opportunities for growth that lie within every experience. This chapter is an invitation to become a master of perspective, to wield the power of perception to transform your challenges into opportunities, your setbacks into stepping stones. It's about recognizing that your reality is not fixed, but a canvas that you can paint with the colors of your own choosing. Chapter 8. Embracing Imperfection, the Freedom of Good Enough Choices. Imagine an artist meticulously crafting a masterpiece. Each brushstroke is deliberate, each detail painstakingly perfected. They strive for flawlessness, for an ideal that exists only in their mind's eye. But as they relentlessly pursue this vision of perfection, a creeping anxiety takes hold. The fear of a misplaced stroke, a smudged line, paralyzes their creativity, stifling the joy of the process. The painting, once a source of passion, becomes a burden, a testament to the unattainable ideal. This chapter is an invitation to step away from the tyranny of perfectionism, to embrace the liberating power of good enough choices. It's about recognizing that perfection is an illusion, a mirage that can lead us down a path of frustration, self-doubt, and missed opportunities. It's about finding freedom in imperfection, in the messy, beautiful reality of being human. Perfectionism, that relentless pursuit of flawlessness, can be a seductive trap. It whispers promises of success, acceptance, and self-worth, but it often delivers the opposite: anxiety, procrastination, and a crippling fear of failure. It sets the bar impossibly high, leaving us perpetually striving for an ideal that can never be reached. Think about a time when perfectionism held you back. Perhaps you procrastinated on a project, fearing that it wouldn't be good enough. Or maybe you avoided taking risks, worried about making mistakes or facing criticism. In those moments, perfectionism acted as a barrier, preventing you from fully expressing yourself and pursuing your goals. Now, contrast that with a time when you embraced imperfection, when you allowed yourself to be vulnerable, to make mistakes, to learn and grow along the way. Perhaps you shared a creative project with the world, despite its imperfections. Or maybe you took a leap of faith, knowing that failure was a possibility. In those moments, you likely felt a sense of liberation, a freedom that comes from releasing the pressure of perfectionism. This is the power of good enough choices. It's about recognizing that perfection is not a prerequisite for success, happiness, or self-worth. It's about giving yourself permission to be human, to make mistakes, to learn and grow along the way. Embracing imperfection doesn't mean settling for mediocrity or abandoning your standards. It's about finding a balance between striving for excellence and accepting that perfection is an illusion. It's about focusing on progress, not perfection. Imagine you're learning to play a musical instrument. A perfectionist mindset might lead you to obsess over every note, every chord, every nuance, leading to frustration and self-criticism. But a good enough approach allows you to enjoy the process, to celebrate your progress, and to embrace the imperfections that make your music unique. This approach doesn't mean you won't strive to improve your skills. It simply means you won't let the fear of imperfection prevent you from playing, from expressing yourself, from enjoying the journey. Embracing imperfection also means cultivating self-compassion. It means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend who is struggling. It means recognizing that you are not your mistakes, that your worth is not determined by your achievements or your flaws. It's about silencing the inner critic, that voice that whispers doubts and criticisms, and replacing it with a voice of encouragement and support. It's about forgiving yourself for your imperfections, learning from your mistakes, and moving forward with grace and resilience. Another powerful aspect of embracing imperfection is the freedom it offers to take risks and embrace new challenges. When you release the pressure of perfectionism, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You become more willing to step outside your comfort zone, to try new things, to explore uncharted territories. Imagine you're considering starting a new business venture. A perfectionist mindset might lead you to overanalyze every detail, to endlessly research and plan, to delay taking action until everything is perfect. But a good enough approach allows you to take the leap, to embrace the uncertainty, to learn and adapt along the way. This doesn't mean you won't plan or prepare. It simply means you won't let the fear of imperfection paralyze you. You'll take action, learn from your experiences, and adjust your course as needed. This chapter is an invitation to release the shackles of perfectionism, to embrace the liberating power of good enough choices. It's about recognizing that imperfection is not a weakness, but a strength. It's what makes us human, what allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, what fuels our creativity and resilience. Chapter 9. The Courage to Choose. Stepping outside your comfort zone. Imagine a bird perched on the edge of its nest, its wings trembling with a mix of fear and excitement. The world beckons below, a vast expanse of sky and possibility. But the safety of the nest, the familiar comfort of the known, holds it back. Then, with a deep breath and a surge of courage, it leaps, its wings catching the wind, carrying it soaring into the unknown. This chapter is an invitation to embrace that same courage, to step outside the confines of your comfort zone, to spread your wings and explore the vast landscape of possibilities that awaits you. It's about recognizing that true growth lies beyond the boundaries of the familiar, in the exhilarating territory of the unknown. Your comfort zone is a psychological space where you feel safe, secure, and in control. It's the realm of familiar routines, predictable outcomes, and minimal risk. While there's nothing inherently wrong with seeking comfort and security, staying confined within this zone can limit your potential, stifle your growth, and prevent you from experiencing the fullness of life. Think about a time when you ventured outside your comfort zone. Perhaps you traveled to a foreign country, spoke up for your beliefs in a challenging situation, or took on a new project that pushed you beyond your perceived limits. In those moments, you likely felt a mix of fear and excitement, a sense of vulnerability coupled with a thrilling sense of possibility. Now, contrast that with a time when you stayed firmly within your comfort zone, avoiding challenges and sticking to familiar routines. You may have felt safe and secure, but you likely also experienced a sense of stagnation, a feeling that you were missing out on something more. This is the paradox of the comfort zone. It offers a sense of security, but it can also become a prison, trapping you in a cycle of repetition and limiting your potential for growth and fulfillment. Stepping outside your comfort zone is not about recklessness or impulsivity. It's about making conscious choices that challenge you, that push you beyond your perceived limits, that expand your horizons and open you up to new experiences and opportunities. It's about facing your fears, those nagging voices of self-doubt that whisper you can't, you shouldn't, you're not good enough. It's about recognizing that fear is often a signpost, pointing you towards the very experiences that will help you grow and evolve. Consider the story of Amelia Earhart, the pioneering aviator who defied societal expectations and became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. She faced countless challenges and risks, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible for a woman of her time. Her courage to step outside her comfort zone not only made history, but also inspired generations of women to pursue their dreams. Amelia's story is a testament to the transformative power of courage. It's a reminder that when we dare to step outside our comfort zones, we not only expand our own horizons, but also inspire others to do the same. So how can you cultivate the courage to step outside your comfort zone? It starts with recognizing that fear is a natural part of the growth process. It's a signal that you're stretching yourself, that you're venturing into uncharted territory. Instead of letting fear paralyze you, acknowledge it, embrace it, and use it as fuel to propel you forward. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear is to take small steps, gradually expanding your comfort zone. Start with challenges that feel slightly uncomfortable, but not overwhelming. As you gain confidence, gradually increase the level of challenge, pushing yourself further and further beyond your perceived limits. Another powerful tool is visualization. Imagine yourself successfully navigating the challenges you face, experiencing the sense of accomplishment and growth that comes with stepping outside your comfort zone. This mental rehearsal can help to build your confidence and reduce anxiety. It's also crucial to surround yourself with supportive people, those who encourage you to take risks, who celebrate your successes, and who offer a safety net when you stumble. Having a strong support system can make all the difference when you're venturing into the unknown. Remember, stepping outside your comfort zone is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process, a continuous cycle of challenging yourself, learning and growing. It's about embracing the discomfort of uncertainty, the vulnerability of trying new things, and the exhilaration of discovering your true potential. This chapter is an invitation to become an explorer of your own life, to venture beyond the familiar, to embrace the challenges that lie beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone. It's about recognizing that true growth lies not in safety and security, but in the courage to embrace the unknown. So spread your wings. Take the leap. Embrace the challenge. The world awaits your unique contribution. The power is yours. Wield it with courage. Chapter 10. The Art of Saying No. Setting boundaries and prioritizing your life. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden filled with vibrant flowers, lush greenery, and thriving plants. Each plant represents a commitment, a relationship, or a responsibility that you've chosen to cultivate. But what happens when your garden becomes overcrowded? When weeds begin to choke the life out of your precious blooms? When you're spread so thin that you can no longer nurture the things that truly matter? This chapter is an invitation to become a discerning gardener, to cultivate the art of saying no, to set healthy boundaries that protect your precious time and energy, and to prioritize the choices that nourish your soul and align with your authentic self. Saying no is often perceived as a negative act, an act of rejection or selfishness. But in reality, it's a powerful act of self-preservation, a way of honoring your own needs and priorities. It's about recognizing that you have a limited amount of time and energy, and that you cannot possibly say yes to everything without sacrificing your own well-being. Think about a time when you reluctantly said yes to something you didn't truly want to do. Perhaps you agreed to take on an extra project at work, even though you were already feeling overwhelmed. Or maybe you accepted a social invitation, even though you craved a quiet evening at home. In those moments, you likely felt a sense of resentment, a feeling that your own needs were being overlooked. Now, contrast that with a time when you confidently said no to something that didn't align with your priorities. Perhaps you declined a request that would have drained your energy, or you politely turned down an opportunity that didn't resonate with your values. In those moments, you likely felt a sense of empowerment, a feeling that you were in control of your own life. This is the power of saying no. It's about reclaiming your time and energy, setting healthy boundaries, and prioritizing the choices that truly matter to you. But saying no is not always easy. We may fear disappointing others, damaging relationships, or missing out on opportunities. We may feel pressured to conform to social expectations, or to live up to the demands of others. However, the truth is that saying no is an essential skill for living a fulfilling life. It's about honoring your own needs, protecting your well-being, and creating space for the things that bring you joy and meaning. One of the keys to mastering the art of saying no is to cultivate assertiveness, the ability to express your needs and opinions clearly and confidently, while respecting the rights of others. It's about finding a balance between being accommodating and being true to yourself. When you're assertive, you communicate your needs without aggression or passivity. You express your opinions honestly, without fear of judgment or disapproval. You set clear boundaries without feeling guilty or apologetic. Another important aspect of saying no is to be mindful of your language. Instead of offering lengthy explanations or excuses, keep your response concise and direct. A simple "thank you for the offer, but I'm not able to commit to that right now" is often sufficient. It's also helpful to offer alternatives when possible. If you're declining a request for help, suggest someone else who might be able to assist. If you're turning down a social invitation, propose an alternative date or activity. Remember, saying no is not about rejecting people or opportunities. It's about prioritizing your own needs and making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. When you master the art of saying no, you create space for the things that truly matter to you. You have more time and energy to devote to your passions, your relationships, and your personal growth. You feel less stressed, more empowered, and more fulfilled. This chapter is not about becoming a recluse or shutting yourself off from the world. It's about setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing your life, and making conscious choices that support your well-being and align with your authentic self. So embrace the power of saying no. Cultivate assertiveness. Prioritize your life. The garden of your life will flourish when you tend to it with intention, nurturing the things that truly matter and pruning away the rest. The power is yours. Wield it with grace and confidence. Chapter 11. Building your support system. The power of community and choice. Imagine a lone tree standing atop a windswept hill. It may have strong roots and sturdy branches, but without the shelter of a forest, it bears the full brunt of every storm, vulnerable to the forces that seek to break it. Now imagine that same tree nestled within a thriving forest, its roots intertwined with others, its branches offering and receiving support. Together they weather the storms, their collective strength a testament to the power of community. This chapter is an invitation to cultivate your own forest, to build a support system that nourishes your growth, empowers your choices, and provides shelter from the storms of life. It's about recognizing that you are not meant to journey alone, that the power of community can amplify your strengths, illuminate your blind spots, and propel you towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. We are social creatures, wired for connection and belonging. Our relationships shape our identities, influence our beliefs, and impact our choices in profound ways. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community can be a powerful catalyst for growth, empowering you to make choices that align with your authentic self and providing a safety net when you stumble. Think about a time when you felt truly supported, when you had someone to lean on, to confide in, to celebrate your victories and offer comfort in your struggles. Perhaps it was a mentor who guided you through a difficult decision, a friend who offered a listening ear, or a family member who believed in you even when you doubted yourself. In those moments, you likely felt a sense of belonging, a sense of strength and resilience that comes from knowing you are not alone. Now, contrast that with a time when you felt isolated and alone, when you lacked a supportive community to turn to. Perhaps you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable, or you felt lost and uncertain about your direction in life. In those moments, you may have felt overwhelmed, discouraged, and even tempted to give up on your dreams. This is the power of community. It's the ability to draw strength from others, to find support in times of need, and to be inspired by the journeys of those around you. Building a strong support system is not about collecting a large number of acquaintances or accumulating followers on social media. It's about cultivating deep, meaningful connections with people who genuinely care about your well-being, who believe in your potential, and who encourage you to grow and evolve. It's about seeking out individuals who share your values, who inspire you to be your best self, and who challenge you to step outside your comfort zone. It's about nurturing those relationships with intention, investing time and energy in building trust, vulnerability, and mutual support. One of the most powerful ways to build a support system is to seek out mentors, individuals who have already navigated the paths you aspire to travel. A mentor can offer guidance, wisdom, and encouragement, helping you to avoid pitfalls, overcome challenges, and accelerate your growth. Mentorship is not a one-way street. It's a reciprocal relationship, a partnership where both parties benefit from the exchange of knowledge, experience, and support. As you grow and develop, you can become a mentor to others, sharing your own wisdom and experiences to help them on their journeys. Another valuable resource is a coach, someone who can help you to identify your strengths, clarify your goals, and develop strategies for achieving your aspirations. A coach can provide objective feedback, challenge your limiting beliefs, and hold you accountable to your commitments. While mentors and coaches can play a crucial role in your growth, it's equally important to cultivate a network of peers, individuals who are on a similar journey, who share your passions, and who can offer mutual support and encouragement. Peer support groups, online communities, and shared interest groups can provide a sense of belonging, a space to share your struggles and celebrate your victories, and a source of inspiration and motivation. Building a strong support system is an ongoing process, a continuous cycle of seeking out connections, nurturing relationships, and offering support to others. It's about recognizing that you are not alone, that there are people who care about you, who believe in you, and who want to see you succeed. This chapter is an invitation to cultivate your own forest, to build a community that nourishes your growth, empowers your choices, and provides shelter from the storms of life. It's about recognizing that the power of community can amplify your strengths, illuminate your blind spots, and propel you towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. So reach out, connect, build your tribe. The journey is always richer when shared. The power is yours, but you don't have to wield it alone. Chapter 12: Choice in the Digital Age, Navigating the Information Overload. Imagine yourself standing at the center of a bustling marketplace, a cacophony of voices vying for your attention. Vendors hawk their wares, each promising the solution to your every need, each vying for a piece of your precious time and attention. Overwhelmed by the sheer volume of choices, you find yourself paralyzed, unable to discern the valuable from the trivial, the essential from the distracting. This, my friend, is the modern digital landscape, a vast and ever-expanding marketplace of information, entertainment, and connection, where the power of choice can feel both liberating and overwhelming. This chapter is your guide to navigating this digital age, to harnessing the power of choice amidst the constant bombardment of information and stimulation. It's about reclaiming your focus, cultivating digital wellness, and making conscious choices that align with your values and support your well-being. The digital revolution has transformed our lives in unprecedented ways. We have access to a wealth of information at our fingertips, the ability to connect with people across the globe, and a seemingly endless array of entertainment options. These technological advancements offer incredible opportunities for learning, growth, and connection. However, this abundance of choice comes at a cost. The constant influx of information, notifications, and updates can overwhelm our minds, fragment our attention, and erode our ability to focus on what truly matters. We can easily find ourselves trapped in a cycle of distraction, endlessly scrolling through social media feeds, compulsively checking emails, and sacrificing precious time and energy on trivial pursuits. This digital overload can have a profound impact on our well-being. Studies have linked excessive screen time to increased anxiety, depression, sleep disturbances, and even physical health problems. The constant comparison to others on social media can fuel feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. The pressure to stay connected 24/7 can lead to burnout and exhaustion. But the digital age doesn't have to be a source of stress and distraction. By cultivating digital wellness, we can reclaim our focus, prioritize our well-being, and harness the power of technology for good. One of the key principles of digital wellness is mindfulness, the practice of bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. When you're mindful, you're aware of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting carried away by them. You can observe your digital habits without succumbing to their pull. This means being present when you're engaging with technology, rather than mindlessly scrolling or clicking. It means setting intentions for your digital use, asking yourself, why am I using this technology? What am I hoping to achieve? Is this serving my well-being or detracting from it? Another crucial aspect of digital wellness is setting boundaries. This means creating clear guidelines for your technology use, such as limiting screen time, designating tech-free zones, and scheduling regular digital detox periods. It also means being selective about the information you consume and the people you connect with online. Curate your digital environment to support your well-being, surrounding yourself with positive influences and limiting exposure to negativity and drama. One of the most powerful choices you can make in the digital age is to prioritize real-life connections over virtual ones. While technology can facilitate communication and connection, it can never replace the richness and depth of face-to-face interactions. Make time for meaningful conversations, shared experiences, and genuine human connection. Cultivate relationships that nourish your soul, that inspire you to grow, and that provide a sense of belonging and support. This chapter is not about demonizing technology or advocating for a return to a pre-digital era. It's about empowering you to make conscious choices in the digital landscape, to navigate the information overload with intention, and to harness the power of technology for good. It's about recognizing that technology is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for constructive or destructive purposes. The choice is yours. So cultivate digital wellness. Reclaim your focus. Prioritize your well-being. The digital age offers incredible opportunities for growth, connection, and creativity. But it's up to you to wield the power of choice wisely, to navigate the information overload with intention, and to create a digital life that supports your journey towards a fulfilling and meaningful life. Chapter 13. The Ripple Effect Revisited, Inspiring Choice in Others. Imagine a pebble dropped into a still pond. The initial splash is small, contained, yet it sets off a series of ripples that expand outwards, reaching far beyond the point of origin. Each ripple touches the surrounding water, influencing its movement, creating a cascade of subtle yet interconnected changes. Similarly, your choices, like that initial pebble, create ripples that extend outwards, influencing not only your own life but the lives of those around you. This chapter is an invitation to become conscious of the ripple effect you create, to recognize the power you hold to inspire choice in others, and to use that power to create a positive impact on the world. It's about understanding that your actions, your words, and even your mere presence can be a catalyst for change, empowering others to embrace their own agency and shape their destinies. We are interconnected beings, woven into a tapestry of relationships and shared experiences. Our actions, no matter how small, have the potential to influence those around us, inspiring them, motivating them, and even challenging them to step outside their comfort zones and embrace their own power of choice. Think about a time when someone inspired you to make a courageous choice. Perhaps it was a teacher who believed in your potential, a friend who encouraged you to pursue your dreams, or a mentor who guided you through a difficult decision. Their words, their actions, their belief in you created a ripple effect that empowered you to step into your own power and shape your own destiny. Now, consider the ripple effect you create in the lives of others. Your kindness, your compassion, your courage can inspire those around you to embrace their own agency and make choices that align with their authentic selves. Your example can be a beacon of light, illuminating the path towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life. This is not about becoming a savior or taking responsibility for the choices of others. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of our lives and the power we hold to influence those around us. It's about using that influence consciously and intentionally to create a ripple effect that empowers others to embrace their own power of choice. One of the most powerful ways to inspire choice in others is through leading by example. When you make courageous choices, when you step outside your comfort zone, when you pursue your dreams with passion and determination, you demonstrate the power of agency, the possibility of creating a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. Your example can be a source of inspiration for others, showing them that they too can break free from limitations, challenge the status quo, and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. Imagine a young woman who dreams of becoming an entrepreneur, but fears the risks and challenges involved. She witnesses a friend successfully launch their own business, overcoming obstacles and achieving their goals with passion and determination. Inspired by her friend's example, She gathers the courage to take the leap, to pursue her own entrepreneurial dreams. This is the ripple effect of leading by example. It's about demonstrating the power of choice through your own actions, inspiring others to embrace their own agency and create their own paths. Another powerful way to inspire choice in others is through encouragement and support. When you believe in someone's potential, when you offer words of encouragement, when you provide a listening ear and a helping hand, you create a safe space for them to explore their options, to take risks, and to pursue their dreams. Your support can be a catalyst for growth, empowering others to step outside their comfort zones, to overcome self-doubt, and to make choices that align with their authentic selves. Imagine a young man struggling with self-confidence, unsure of his abilities and his place in the world. A mentor recognizes his potential, offering guidance, encouragement, and unwavering support. Inspired by this belief in him, the young man begins to embrace his strengths, to pursue his passions, and to step into his own power. This is the ripple effect of encouragement and support. It's about creating a nurturing environment where others feel empowered to make choices that align with their true selves. Inspiring choice in others is not about imposing your own beliefs or dictating their paths. It's about empowering them to discover their own truths, to make their own choices, and to create their own destinies. It's about recognizing that each individual holds the key to their own potential, and that your role is to support them in unlocking that potential, to encourage them to embrace their power of choice, and to inspire them to create a ripple effect of their own. This chapter is an invitation to become a conscious ripple creator, to use your influence to inspire choice in others, to empower them to embrace their agency and shape their destinies. It's about recognizing that your actions, your words, and even your mere presence can be a catalyst for change, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life. So lead by example. Offer encouragement and support. Believe in the potential of others. The ripple effect you create can transform lives, empower dreams, and contribute to a world where everyone feels empowered to embrace their power of choice. Chapter 14. Living a life of no regrets, embracing the journey of choice. Imagine standing at the summit of a mountain, the wind whipping through your hair, the world stretching out before you in a breathtaking panorama. You've reached this peak after a long and arduous climb, a journey filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But as you gaze upon the vista, a sense of profound satisfaction washes over you. You wouldn't trade this view, this feeling of accomplishment, for anything. The struggles, the missteps, the detours, they all contributed to the richness of the journey, the depth of the experience. This chapter is an invitation to embrace your life journey with that same sense of acceptance and gratitude, to view your choices not as a series of right or wrong answers, but as integral steps on a path of self-discovery and growth. It's about recognizing that every choice, every experience, every triumph and setback has shaped you into the person you are today, and that the journey itself is the ultimate reward. We often get caught up in the pursuit of right choices, agonizing over decisions, fearing mistakes, and second-guessing ourselves. We may dwell on past choices, replaying scenarios in our minds, wishing we had done things differently. This obsession with what-ifs and should-haves can rob us of the present moment, creating a cycle of regret and dissatisfaction. But what if we could shift our perspective, to view our choices not as a series of successes or failures, but as a tapestry of experiences that have woven the rich fabric of our lives? What if we could embrace the journey itself, with all its twists and turns, its highs and lows, its moments of triumph, and its lessons learned from setbacks? This is the essence of living a life of no regrets. It's about recognizing that every choice, every experience, has contributed to your growth, your resilience, and your unique perspective on the world. It's about accepting the past, embracing the present, and approaching the future with a sense of curiosity and openness. This doesn't mean that you won't make mistakes or face challenges. It simply means that you won't let those experiences define you or hold you back. You'll learn from them, grow from them, and use them as stepping stones on your journey towards a more fulfilling life. Think about a time when you made a choice that in hindsight you might consider a mistake. Perhaps you took a job that wasn't the right fit, invested in a venture that didn't pan out, or ended a relationship that, in retrospect, held more value than you realized. It's easy to dwell on these experiences, to berate yourself for your perceived failures, to wish you could turn back the clock and do things differently. But this kind of rumination is rarely productive. It keeps you stuck in the past, preventing you from moving forward and embracing new opportunities. Instead, try reframing those experiences as valuable lessons. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this situation? How did it shape me? How can I use this knowledge to make better choices in the future? This approach allows you to acknowledge the past without getting trapped in regret. It allows you to extract wisdom from your experiences, to grow from your mistakes, and to approach the future with greater clarity and confidence. Living a life of no regrets also means cultivating self-forgiveness. We all make choices that we later regret. We all have moments when we fall short of our own expectations or hurt those we care about. But holding on to guilt and self-blame can be incredibly damaging. It can erode our self-esteem, sabotage our relationships, and prevent us from moving forward. Forgiving yourself is not about condoning your actions or denying the consequences of your choices. It's about recognizing that you are human, that you are capable of making mistakes, and that you deserve compassion and understanding, even from yourself. It's about releasing the burden of guilt and shame, allowing yourself to learn from your experiences and move forward with a renewed sense of hope and possibility. This chapter is not about achieving some unattainable state of perfection where you never make a wrong choice or experience regret. It's about embracing the messy, beautiful reality of being human, with all its imperfections and complexities. It's about recognizing that the journey itself is the ultimate reward, that every choice, every experience, every triumph and setback has contributed to the tapestry of your life. So, embrace your journey. Learn from your experiences. Forgive yourself. The past is not a burden to be carried, but a foundation upon which to build a future filled with purpose, joy, and a profound sense of gratitude for the gift of life. Chapter 15. Your choice, your destiny, a call to action. As we reach the final pages of this journey together, imagine yourself standing at a crossroads, a multitude of paths stretching out before you, each beckoning you towards a different horizon. The map you've been sketching throughout this book, marked with the contours of your values, goals, and newfound self-awareness, lies open in your hands. The compass of your heart, calibrated by the lessons of responsibility, resilience, and the power of perspective, guides your way. The choice, my friend, is yours. This chapter is a culmination of all we've explored together, a powerful call to action to embrace the profound truth that you are the architect of your own destiny. It's a reminder that the power to choose, to shape your life, to create a reality that aligns with your deepest desires, resides within you. Throughout this book, we've delved into the intricate workings of choice, uncovering the hidden forces that influence your decisions, the power of aligning your actions with your authentic self, and the transformative potential of stepping outside your comfort zone. We've explored the responsibility paradox, the freedom of good enough choices, and the importance of cultivating a supportive community. We've navigated the challenges of the digital age, embraced the journey of choice, and recognized the ripple effect we create in the lives of others. Now, it's time to put these lessons into action, to step boldly into the driver's seat of your life and chart a course towards the destination of your dreams. The journey won't always be easy. There will be challenges to overcome, setbacks to navigate, and moments of doubt that whisper in your ear. But remember the lessons you've learned. Remember the power of perspective, the resilience of the human spirit, and the unwavering support of your chosen community. Embrace the responsibility that comes with the freedom to choose. Own your mistakes, learn from your experiences, and forgive yourself along the way. Cultivate a growth mindset, believing in your capacity to adapt, evolve, and overcome adversity. Remember that your choices are not isolated acts, but ripples that extend outwards, influencing the lives of those around you and shaping the world we share. Lead by example, inspire others to embrace their own power of choice, and contribute to a world where everyone feels empowered to create a life of purpose and fulfillment. This is not the end of your journey, but a beginning. The path ahead is yours to create. The possibilities are limitless. Embrace the uncertainty, the adventure, the exhilarating unknown that awaits you. As you step forward, remember these key takeaways. You are not a passenger, but a captain. Take the helm of your life, chart your own course, and navigate the waters with courage and determination. Your choices matter. Every decision, no matter how small, has the power to shape your reality and influence the lives of others. Embrace your authentic self. Align your choices with your values, pursue your passions, and create a life that reflects your true essence. Step outside your comfort zone. Growth and transformation lie beyond the boundaries of the familiar. Embrace the challenge, the discomfort, the exhilarating unknown. Cultivate a supportive community. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and inspire you to be your best self. Navigate the digital age with intention. Reclaim your focus, prioritize your well-being, and harness the power of technology for good. Embrace the journey. Every experience, every triumph, and every setback is a valuable lesson on the path to self-discovery. Live a life of no regrets. Accept the past, embrace the present, and approach the future with a sense of curiosity and openness. Inspire choice in others. Lead by example, offer support, and contribute to a world where everyone feels empowered to shape their own destiny. The world is waiting for your unique contribution, for the ripple effect you will create. Embrace your power, step into your purpose, and create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. The choice is yours. The destiny is yours to create. Now go forth and shine. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have an amazing day. I would be really grateful if you could share and comment. Until we cross paths again.